Hi friends, welcome back. It's been raining since the morning and the weather is really cold. So it being a Sunday, it is our day to grocery shop. And I don't feel like taking the kids as well as going out. So mostly my husband would go, but he needs a list for shopping, right? And for the list to be ready, I need to meal plan. So I thought, why not take you all along and do some plans for the coming week, because if someone could get me some idea about what to cook for the coming week, I would be really happy. So I hope to make you all happy as well and get some help from this video for you all. And also on the list for today is to prepare the dinner, because I have only a very few items in my fridge and I'm planning to make some soup which would be perfect for this rainy weather, as well as some mushroom Manchurian. How does that sound like? I'm excited, and yes, let's get started with the video. I just soaked the urad dal and idli rice today. When I have the idli dosa batter with me, I'll have 2 days of breakfast covered as well as 1 day of breakfast of dosa covered. So 3 breakfasts in total covered for the next week. And usually on Sundays what happens is my husband usually prepares sambar for lunch. So it's his cooking meal time when he gets to cook something, and he made sambar today, so there is leftover which we would be able to have with the idlis tomorrow. A few meals are covered that way, so that is interesting, right? I am just jotting down the meals that are coming into my mind and planning the meals for the coming week. Usually I try to find recipes that calls for same ingredients. In that way my fridge will not have all the extra things, and sometimes it's just easier to buy a few of the vegetables and try to include all of that into the weekly meal list. And when I make the shopping list, since I'm giving to my husband, as I said earlier, I usually write it down in an order that is easier for him to find. Just that I think about the grocery store in my mind and find the path in which we usually move around, and then write down those, and that way it will be easier for him to find, as well as he'll not spend a lot of time moving back and forth after looking through my list. Okay, so work in the kitchen starts now. My husband just left for grocery shopping, and I have to keep this inside. This is a sambar which is left over, which I will transfer to the fridge, and there's some rice as well, the brown rice. So what I'll do is, this one I will grind it with the idli dosa batter. So I have 1 cup of urad dal soaking here, and yes, that's the idli rice, about 4 cups. Some methi seeds right there. I'll use this for grinding, which I will start now. Okay, let me take the grinder. We actually got this from India on a trip to India a few years back. I don't know why we got it from there. It was available on Amazon. I mean, it's available on Amazon even now. So we went to our hometown, and I remember telling that it's for the use in US, and according to the voltage, they gave this. And it was so heavy. We had to, I think my husband traveled a little earlier than me that year, and he had to actually pay a little extra amount to carry this, I guess, because overweight, right, the luggage. But anyway, this is one of the best grinders that you can invest on. Now first I'll just grind the methi seeds. The idea right now is to finish the dinner work before he comes back, so that I can take care of the vegetables and the grocery after he comes. To clean everything, and the grocery days when everything comes by, it's a huge task. But I don't do any crazy sort of cleaning, just wash it and keep it. But then, I don't know, when the counter is full, I feel blessed that everything is available, but at the same time it's kind of a work, and I'm sure you understand. I'll add the water little by little, but let's add in the urad dal. So here I have the button mushrooms. I washed them and cleaned them, and then I'll wash it again. But before that, I'm going to take these stems off and take it off, so that it's usually the hard part of the mushroom. I know you can use it, but for this recipe I'm planning to take it off. I don't prepare mushroom Manchurian very often. The reason I started buying mushrooms very, what do you say, like in the beginning I never used to buy mushrooms when we were just married, because my husband didn't apparently like mushrooms. But then he started having it once I started cooking it. And mushroom Manchurian, for me, it reminds me of my childhood days, because at that time I don't remember my mom cooking it for me. But there was this restaurant when I was in Hubli. If you would have seen my Draw in My Life video, we have been like traveling all around different places. I don't know, what is this fly doing here? Okay, so when we were in Hubli, there was this restaurant called Maggie, and whenever we go there, we used to order mushroom Manchurian. It was the tastiest thing ever. Like, that taste is, I mean, I can't even think of any place where I had mushroom Manchurians that way. So that is my story of mushroom Manchurian and how it all started. You know, we all have different stories about different foods from childhood days, and this is one of the restaurant food that I really enjoyed during that time. So my version of mushroom Manchurian, I'm trying to do it in the air fryer, just because we're all sitting at home and I don't want to be continuously eating fried foods, and I don't think it's that great for kids either if we can get adjusted to the taste in the air fryer. I mean, there is no way you can compare both the things, because it's completely different. But why to compare this food as such? If it is tasty, why do we have to compare it with something? So that's my take on that. I know it varies from one person to another, but yeah, let's get started with my version of mushroom Manchurian, and let's see if the kids like it. Okay, so I am actually using for this about 1 cup of flour. So this is half cup. I'll use a little more. 1 cup of flour, about 1/4 cup of rava. Into that I'll add a little red chili powder, salt, and then we'll add in the mushrooms. We'll add a little bit of water so it sticks in. Next, we'll keep the air fryer for preheating, 356 minutes. Let it preheat and then we will transfer. So let's have a look at the grinder and then transfer that too, so that everything can be done simultaneously, side by side. The urad dal is done. This stage I'll also add in the rice. Moving it around, and then we'll do it for 5 more minutes. For the Manchurian, I'm using sesame oil here. Using a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and then some shallots and a little bit of bell pepper. And then for the sauce, going to add all the mixture and keep together, and then we can pour it. Soy sauce, and then instead of the chili sauce I'm having this paste. It's really tasty. If you have the availability, please try this. I love how it tastes like. It's spicy and the flavor. But you can use chili sauce also. But if you're using chili sauce, add vinegar also to it. Here I'm not adding any vinegar. And then I'm adding this tomato paste. Mix it all well. I'm adding the sauce here. Adding in some water as well. So hubby is just back now, and the Manchurian smell seems like all are getting some cravings on to eat something. So we might as well have this as an evening snack. I would definitely suggest you to try
Thank
this
you, my
recipe
dear.
out if you're looking for air fryer recipes. I'm glad to hear many of you loved the peas kachori that I had shared in my last video. So I hope that you will try this one too.
Nice, very nice. Hola.
That's really good, Chiyo.
Hola.
Thank you. Do you like mushrooms
With
now?
these
Yeah,
greenery.
this is good.
Nice. Nice, Amma.
No, welcome.
And
So next we're going to make the soup. We'll saute in some vegetables here, some onions and some chopped carrots. Next I'm going to add in 2 of these noodle chunks into some vegetable broth and let that cook completely. So once the carrots and onions are sauteed well, we'll add it to the noodles, and then for a little bit of flavor we'll add about a teaspoon of soy sauce and some drops of olive oil and a little bit of dried parsley. Today I'm also adding in the paste that I showed you earlier. Overall, this is a nice flavorful warm soup, perfect for a rainy day. Okay, finally done with cooking, cleaning the vessels and loading the dishwasher, and now all the vegetables and my grocery is there on the countertop. So here I have potatoes, sweet potatoes, green chilli, paneer. Actually, this is not the brand that I usually buy. I like the Haldiram's brand, but my husband ended up buying this one. Anyway, some bell peppers, mushroom, snake guard. This is Adi's favorite. And for the leaves, we have methi leaves, spinach, cilantro, curry leaves, some spring onions. This is for the salad actually. We have beetroot, beans, this is a vegetable broth, and some chips, beans and papads. We have 2 of these veg hakka noodles, Ashirwad atta, bread, tomatoes, strawberry, some evaporated milk. Okay, so that's my menu plan for the coming week, and this is what I'm going to be making from Monday through Saturday. So what I usually do for the vegetables is to wash them. For example, other containers, I'll just wipe it off with this simple green. It's like an all-purpose cleaner. Okay, so I really hope you found some recipes from this video, and I hope to hear from you in the comments down below. What are your plans for the coming week? And I will see you all in my next one. Take care and bye-bye.